Hi, this is Tommy from ActiveContext.net. I'm here today to talk about the 3 things from my collection. And this is Coffin Joe Special Edition. And there is a bonus at the end. Don't miss it. First thing today is this amazing box. It's Coffin Joe Trilogy. Amazing box. It's numbered to 10,000. My number is 5,249. If that is any makes any difference. It's paper, so it's quite torn actually. But I adore this box. I don't know why really, but I really do. It contains 3 movies, Coffin Joe movies. As it is This Night I'll Possess Your Corpse. So it is At Midnight I'll Take Your Soul. And it is Awakening of the Beast. And I think that there is an extra in this. There is a kind of like a comic book in this. And I believe that this is in English. Yes, it is in English. Because the director and main character, Coffin Joe, José Mojica Marins. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. He is Portuguese, or was Portuguese. He died a few years ago. And inside each of these is also there is a chapter sheet and some information about the film. I think. I don't think you can see it, but there's some text there. That is also in English, and we do have also more comics in each and every one of these. So we take this one, Midnight Takes a Soul. There's also a sheet for chapters, and there is a comic kind of thing. This one has some Portuguese written in the back of when it says Nostradamus. I don't know why. I don't think that Nostradamus should have anything to do with this movie, but what do I know? And the final one, then we have also here a sheet with chapters and stuff, and some information, and we do have another kind of comic in this one. So this is a real nice collection if you are into the classic Coffin Joe movies. I think you will find these movies, if you haven't seen them before, you will have a blast. I think they're highly nihilistic, and I absolutely love these movies. I love the thought behind them. They're very thoughtful, very witty movies, and also very, very, very scary at times, actually. This character, Coffin Joe, is the director's alter ego, is really, really special. Since the first one did contain only 3 movies, I thought I should display this one as well. This is 9 films from the Master of Terror, as it says on the box, the Coffin Joe collection. This is not only strictly Coffin Joe, though. It is a few movies about Coffin Joe, of course, and this is the actual main fame for this director, Coffin Joe. This contains 9 films in 5 slim cases. So here we have At Midnight I'll Take Your Soul again, and This Night I Will Possess Your Corpse. Looks this way, and it's a slim case, as you can see. There is The Strange World of Coffin Joe which I believe is a kind of a documentary, if I remember correctly. Also, Awakening of the Beast. Look like this, slim case. End of Man, Strange Hostel of Naked Pleasures. We have Hellish Flesh and Hallucinations of a Deranged Mind. Looks like this. And we have The Strange World of José Mojica Marins. And this, I believe, is also a documentary of sorts. Some extra material. There is not much more in this box, but we get great value for our money because it's a lot of really great and strange, very strange movies. And I actually really like these movies, as I did with the other ones. So if I were to choose between these boxes, the first and the second, this is absolutely more value for your money, I think, because those comics, I have not read them. But maybe I should. I don't know. I think more films is better, but the first box is more beautiful than the second box because it's a coffin. And that means something to me. I like coffins. The third box is a Swedish box, actually. It contains 4 movies. It contains, it looks like this, by the way. And it's a pretty nice cover, I think. It contains 4 movies. It contains Hallucinations of a Deranged Mind, again. End of Man, which is really a comedy. I remember it. Awakening of the Beast. And again, Strange World of Coffin Joe. And this is the Coffin Joe Aftermath collection. So this is not really Coffin Joe, but they're kind of trying to sell it like a Coffin Joe collection anyway. Hence, they included the name here, because it shouldn't really be Coffin Joe in this one. There is that documentary, of course, Strange World of Coffin Joe, but it's not really Coffin Joe. But great movies nevertheless, even though I have it in other editions. I would, if I were to choose, I got this first before the other ones, I think. So if I were to choose, I would not have this one and still have the other ones. I have these movies in the other boxes in one form of the other. Of course, for me, I don't speak Portuguese. It's a benefit for me to have Swedish editions of these movies because they're subtitled in Swedish. And that is, for me, a really good thing. I don't have a problem with subtitles in English. But of course, it's not my first language. Swedish is my first language. So I have to go with that. But really nice boxes. And now for the bonus. If you manage to view this far, you will get this bonus. This is the 4th piece of my Coffin Joe collection. And this is Embodiment of Evil. It's a movie that came out quite a few years after the other ones. And I can't remember really which year it was, but I think it was kind of 2010 or something like that. It's still in Portuguese. Subtitle is English. I remember this as really, really good, and I really enjoyed this movie. It was much more modern than the other movies, because it is more modern, and it was more easy to comprehend than a lot of the other movies, because they're, as I said, very nihilistic movies. And I think this came out, as I said, a few years ago. And I think that he kind of passed away a few years after it came out. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think this was his last movie, at least as Coffin Joe. And it's a really, really good one. So I recommend that one as well. That was all for me for today. Please like this clip and rock on.